JENergy! Put in your booby rocks. Live your best life. Keep doing you. So much JENergy! Let's stick together with some high kicks. Bow! Bow! Hey, and we are back with so much JENergy. Woohoo! Host Jenny McKinney, and today I'm joined by two fun little nuggets here. One is my brother from my mother, Jeff Jones.
Ben, thanks for having me.
And our new little nugget buddy is Brian. This is Brian. He's from Philadelphia, and he has his own podcast called TV Trivia Pod. Welcome to Brian.
Hey, thank you for having me. Just your typical fun little nugget here.
Nugget.
I get it. It's
Grown
a
ass man.
word. Oh man, good times, good times. So today's show is brought to you by JENergy, where you can get a high kick in a can or get totally blown out with some energy. JENergy.
Is that like Brondo the Thirst Mutilator? JENergy.
Remember on oh shoot, what was that? The one mentor show, the movie with Stifler in it, and he's like a mentor, and then he had to no,
Nope.
and it was like Minotaur. He had a Minotaur, and it was on the truck. Oh, you know what I'm talking about? And he was
Vaguely.
like a mentor to. Oh
No.
shoot. Okay. Anyways, that's what it would be like. Like if I just had a JENergy mobile, it would just be like, oh, it would probably be like a smart car, but like, pew! Like a rocket booster. Oh, so dumb. Okay. Okay, excuse me. It's fine. Okay, some things I've thought about this week. I wrote them down because, I'll forget. Do you find that, like, the older you get, like, you got to keep writing stuff down?
I do make a lot of notes. I make a lot of notes.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Same. Yeah. Well, Brian, you're like a young little nugget, so it's fine. Okay. Okay. So salt. I was shopping the other day and saw that there's like 100 varieties of salt. So then I started looking. There's like sea salt, dead sea salt. I don't know why it's dead. Why is there salt? Saltless salt. Don't be salty
Nuh-uh.
salt.
Is there saltless salt?
Is there saltless salt? I was like,
I'm just making it up.
Oh,
I
it's
did
just
think
small
about it.
placebo crystals.
Yeah. About it, like, what if you go to the grocery store and see, like, hey, do you have any saltless salt? And then just send somebody on their own, like, little excursion. Like, do we have saltless salt? Like,
sodium free.
yeah.
Didn't you and Mom used to put something on food growing up? It was something
Oh yeah. It was
powder butter.
Oh yeah. Molly
Was it-
McButter, like it was like butter free stuff. It's a
was
Weight
a
Watchers
powder,
thing. They
though.
still have it.
Yep,
Yeah.
it was. It tasted weird.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's not butter.
Nope, but it was powder.
No, it's a powder. It's literally like a powder. I put it on my popcorn.
That sounds
melts.
pretty good. I have at least 3 different kinds of salt in my cabinet right now that people just mostly give me as gifts because, again, I'm a big popcorn guy myself. And so that I have all these different kinds of salt in my cabinet. I have pink Himalayan sea salt. I have Hawaiian black sand salt or something like that. I have Rogue beer brand hop salt.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. It's
You put that on your popcorn?
I do not put that on my. I've never used that before. Someone gave that to me because they thought it'd be a good idea. It wasn't. But yeah.
Hopefully they're not listening. Don't give that gift again. Okay, how about this is a thought I had that oceans and ponds are actually vitamin filled. Did you know this? It's because they have fish oil.
Oh man.
Oh man. Okay, Jeff Jones, this one's for you. I thought you should put a sign at the end of your driveway that says salad with chicken, with the arrow pointing up to your yard, because you have a garden and a chicken coop.
Oh. Did I tell you last week? Was it last week that we moved the chickens to the back porch?
No.
No, yep. Got into like below freezing temperatures here and things for
Oh,
it was like
shoot.
4 or 5 days in a row. It's
Yeah.
still like right now it's 4 degrees outside.
Oh shoot.
But now the chickens, we put them in our dog cage on the back porch.
Oh
and
yeah.
it is hilarious back there. Right
Yeah.
by the heater. Yeah, because they were just getting it was too much outside for them.
Yeah.
But now they've been on the back porch for about 4 or 5 days.
Okay.
It's a good time.
They just all out there talking to each other.
Yeah, I got a broom handle wedged through there for them to perch on, and they just sit out there. Duck, 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 duck. Ah, it just cracks me up though.
I wonder if there's like a
Love
chicken
those things.
translator. Like if one of them is translating for the other ones. Like what if one chicken can't like pronounce things the right way, and then it's got to have a translator for the other ones.
We got one Squeak. She'll alert every time she sees you moving in the kitchen
Yeah.
because you can see through the back door.
Uh-huh.
You can hear her out there, kark, 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 kark. And like, he's in there moving around. He's getting cereal. I feel like she's just giving a play-by-play because she's always the one that's just chicken heading where her head's always up poking
Right.
around.
Oh,
It's like
gosh.
Chicken Run, just waiting for the correct time to escape.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, they're
Oh,
a good
gosh.
time.
That's
Good
funny. Well,
times.
it's better than them having their little mole buddy out there. What was it? A possum?
Possum. Yep.
Possum was out there trying to get him. Yeah, not good.
Yeah.
Not good.
No, it's too cold for the possums.
Too cold. Get on out of here. Okay, you know how like you think about a word and all of a sudden you just keep saying it and it's not making any sense to you? Know how like it almost gets mixed up in there? Like
Right.
I'm thinking the other day about a rest stop. Rest stop. Rest stop. Like isn't that
rest
kind of
stop.
like stupid? Like you're I'm gonna rest stop. Like I'm gonna why is it it's not like
We just call them pull-offs up here. Hey, hit that pull-off.
That's the wrong kind of rest stop you're going to. A rest stop, though. Oh my gosh, that was too much. I was thinking about that the other day, and it just didn't make any sense to me. And then, we were, like group chatting about it because you got to get some feedback on like, is this crazy? And then and then GW had mentioned like driveway, like driveway parkway. Some people call it a parkway. Like, is it a driveway or a parkway? You know what I mean?
Right. It's just one of
So-
those things.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, are you driving on it or are you parking on it? You know what I mean? There's a lot going on. Yeah. So then GW came up with stop, drop, and go for the pull off.
For the pull-off. Yeah, stop, drop, and go. I like that. Hey, hit that stop, drop, and go.
Change it and then start like we should get that going.
I like that.
That's
Just
cool.
stop. Yeah. Stop, drop, and go. Okay. And the last thing that I thought about today or this week is that so Josh's blood pressure been a little bit high and he's been taking aspirin. And I looked at the bottle and it's St. Joseph. And I thought, oh, that's so nice. It must be blessed. Like it's a St.
Yeah.
Joseph aspirin. Like other pills are blessed.
It's a good way to go.
Yeah, so I didn't know, between like the fish oil in the lake and then the pills being blessed. I mean, there's a lot going on.
It'd be funny if it was like 4 grams of blessing. But for an extra $20, you can get 12 grams of blessing. Like they rate the blessing.
Yeah.
It's like goldfish ingredients when it says made with smiles and all this
yeah.
other stuff. That's what
Yeah.
these vitamins need to say.
Yes. Oh gosh, I played roller derby with the girl that she would get so mad when she's like, what's like the secret ingredient to this? And I'm like, it's love. She's like, I hate you. I was like, oh. Well, then spit it out because you're being a real bitty right now. So
Just be honest about it.
yeah. So Brian, why don't you tell us a little bit about your podcast and like what you have going on there?
Sure. So I host a podcast called TV Trivia Pod, where I just have guests come on and they answer questions about TV shows, which is kind of my jam. So,
Cool.
Oh,
yeah,
no doubt. That
That's
sounds
super
good.
cool. What is your absolute favorite TV show?
Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh,
Oh, nice. My
no
wife has our
hesitation.
my wife has our kids on that kind of kick. They'll go from Malcolm in the Middle to Bernie Mac,
Oh
back to
yeah,
Malcolm in the Middle, and to Bernie, and it'll go on for that for maybe 2 weeks at a time.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was the first show I ever binged
Oh yeah.
before
good-
Netflix.
Right.
Nice. Hands
Yes.
down, Hal is probably in one of my top 3 favorite movie characters of all
Yes.
time. Hal.
What the hell?
God. That guy, every episode, he cracks me up. The Speedwalker episode,
Yeah.
or the one where the dads are doing almost like the Olympic games in the
With
gym
babies.
watching the kids.
Oh,
Yeah.
And they're shoving like with brooms and they're shoving the kids across the gym floor and they're seeing which one can get further and further. Oh, and you see them and they do an aerial shot at one point from above and you see the kids come in and like curling where that hits
Yeah,
the rocks
yeah.
and they chuck the kids and the kids slide and they even slide and turn. I don't know. That show is great though. On so many
Dang.
levels.
That's hilarious. And also, Brian, you have a love of Frisbee, Ultimate Frisbee. And then
All about Ultimate Frisbee.
yeah.
Yeah.
So can you kind of explain that? I don't know if I'm familiar with that because I know Frisbee and I know my
yeah.
arms are crooked, so I don't throw it straight. So can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, it's like a combination of I guess football and soccer. You know, when you have the Frisbee, you can't move. You have to throw it to advance movement here, and then you score by catching it in an end zone area.
Gotcha.
All right. I
Okay.
played a lot of disc golf for years and years, and I've heard about Ultimate Frisbee, but I've never heard about it. Like I didn't know you couldn't move when you have it.
Right. Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
somebody tackle you?
No, it's non-contact.
Oh.
Well, it's supposed to be non-contact. You know, it can get a little intense when you're going for the
Yeah, when
Frisbee
you
or
both
something.
go up for it or whoever. Yeah, I get you there.
Yeah, but once I have it, you can't like slap it out of my hands or something. You can like block me, but
Can they forehand touch? Like how does it get down? How is the Frisbee down?
well, either like
start
a bad
another
throw
play.
or I throw it and someone from the other team knocks it down and then it's their Frisbee.
All right.
What kind of field do you play on?
A football field.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure
Yeah.
if you just were like at the park, like, just running amok, out there with the dogs or anything.
I think technically it's like a 7-on-7 team with a 70-yard field and 20-yard end zones.
Oh, snap.
Oh, okay.
Not to get technical, but it's technical.
Nice. That sounds like a good time though.
Oh, I love it. I have so much fun with it. And it's great exercise too. So it's just a lot of fun. It's always
That
more
would
fun
be-
when you're running after something.
Yeah.
Nice. And then you also bike ride?
Yeah. I've been getting into that the last couple years. My dad's retired and has done these bike trips, and I'm a teacher, so I have my summers off. So I've been on the last 2 with him, where we rode from Switzerland to Romania a couple years ago, and this summer we rode from my house in Philly to my brother's house in St. Louis.
Whoa. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Do you just
How long
kind of
that take
backpack or do you take a camper?
No, we pack everything on our bikes.
Oh, snap.
Like saddlebags?
Yep.
Oh, no doubt.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
wow.
Yeah. So you put front and back racks on the bike, and you load it with, a tent, sleeping bag, some clothes, food for the day and snacks and stuff, and then you go.
So do you stop and just no doubt.
Yeah.
You stop and
We
just camp?
stop along the way, and
Or do you stop at a hotel or like
I guess it depends what we can find. We definitely camped a couple days this last one this summer, and if we can't find a campsite, then we stick with a hotel.
heck yeah?
Dang.
Nice.
And I'm sorry, Jeff Jones was asking, how long did it take?
Right. The one this summer was about 1,500 miles. That took about a month, and the one in Europe was 1,900, and that took about a month and a half.
Wow.
Heck yeah.
Dang. You
Highly recommend it.
You must have legs like that. Like you just are like.
Well, here's the thing. Like people think it's like crazy, and that's what I thought too when I first heard my dad doing this. But the thing is, like when we were doing it in Europe, they have bike trails everywhere. They have bike trails labeled like street signs, like it's so clear. You can't miss it.
Right.
And, apart from me, my dad was the youngest person out there because everybody's retired. That's the only time a lot of people have time to do this.
Right.
And, there was a stretch that we did where a couple days in a row, we were riding with this like 70-year-old Israeli man that was doing it by himself.
Wow.
We would start a little later and end a little earlier than he would, but it's not a race. You can take
Right.
your time, you can stop as much as you want,
Right.
so you don't have to be in like great shape to do this.
Sure.
Most people weren't, just as long as you have a commitment to start and go, and
Yep.
anybody can do this. It's really fun.
Nice.
I
I've
feel
done
like-
some hiking and
I'm
stuff too, and had the same situation where there was only a handful of people way out there, and the same thing is we would leave every morning. Like day 3, we met up with this weird guy who was just out there by himself. And this guy was not fit for hiking, but he had everything wrapped in a tarp. He looked homeless, but there was no way he was homeless out here. And he was hiking, but every night we would get in and set up and get a fire rolling and get some water pumped and cleaned and used it. And then he'd come rolling in about 2 hours later. And in the morning we'd leave. And then the same thing the next night, he'd come rolling in about 2-3 hours later.
Yeah. Yep. Same thing. Same
Yep.
I
thing.
feel like that'd be an awesome like family, like if you were like having family issues, you should go like on a bike ride or a hike and have to figure out how to like communicate with each other and how to be around each other and then get to your destination. I feel like that'd be extreme family time.
Dealing with the same elements, the same situations.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it was a great bonding experience. While we're riding, we're not talking a ton, mostly just focused on getting there, point A to point B. But we still have a ton to talk about. Oh, you remember when this happened? Last week I watched a movie called Gemini Man with Will Smith. And
How was
there
that?
was
Seen it.
it was okay. It was okay. I like Will Smith.
Is that the one where he battles himself?
Yes.
Yep.
But there's a scene that takes place in Budapest, Hungary, at this like resort. It's not a resort. It's this area for like hot baths, and they have pools that are like 85 degrees. They have saunas, hot tubs, everything under the sun there.
Yeah.
And that scene was in the movie, and it was a place that we went on our rest day in Budapest. I'm like, I recognize this. This is
Cool.
really cool. That I wouldn't have had that experience if I hadn't done this.
Right.
Nice.
Do you feel like that was very like it was hard to overcome your just you and your mental, like your mindset? Like did you have issues like just staying in the moment, or like was there a battle at any time?
I think it was okay for me, and I don't know if that's just because before I got into biking, I'm a distance runner. I love cross country. I'd done some longer distance races previously, and so I think that's just part of the distance runner mentality. You just keep on going even if it hurts until you're done.
Sure.
And so all I knew was that we were riding from point A to point B, and we got to keep on going until we get there. And I was okay with that.
Yeah.
It's not like I had anything else to do.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
what
right.
I'm doing.
It's not like you can. Did you ever put your thumb up at any point, like, "Hey, can we get a ride?"
Yeah. That's when my back tire popped. We tried that.
You had to stop, drop, and go.
It didn't work for us, but we
Oh.
tried.
Oh man, dang. Well, that's terrible.
Nice.
Well, we're glad you're okay. You made it back. We're excited you're here. Woo!
Yes, and it was one of those things that in the time that it happened, it sucked, but man, it was again one of those experiences I'm never gonna forget.
Right.
That day when that happened, and we got to our spot, past between midnight and 1 a.m. and it was pitch black out, and we were
Whoa.
using our flashlights to. It was
Nice.
never gonna forget that.
Love
Yeah.
those trips. Yeah.
That's awesome. Just you and the elements.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, well, I think we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to play a game with Brian and Jeff Jones.
Today's episode of So Much JENergy is brought to you by Memories. You remember memories? The other day, my buddy said, here's a Halloween picture from the past. Isn't every picture from the past? Even if we took a picture of what's happening right now, it would still be in the past. Memories. They're great to have. This segment of So Much JENergy is brought to you by February's birthstone, Amethyst. Amethyst is a powerful and protective stone. Amethyst protects against psychic attack. Amethyst transmutes that energy into love and protects the wearer from all types of harm, including electromagnetic and ill wishes from others. Amethyst calms and stimulates the mind, enhancing memory and motivation. Auf Wiedersehen, Amethyst. Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen, Amethyst. Auf Wiedersehen.
You really got into the zone there with that last one. It sounded seductive.
It was very, yes. I
You should
feel
wait till you see the
violated.
video.
You might just wet your pants there, Brian. Wear a diaper when you watch this. And we're back! Welcome back! Ooh, good times with that commercial. Okay. With Brian and Jeff Jones.
What you got?
Hang on. I gotta put my glasses on for this one. Here they are.
Oh. Did you steal those from a turtle?
I gotta put my glasses on. Hang on, here they are. For those of you on the audio, it's a necklace. It's a necklace with glasses, like an old lady pearl necklace with glasses.
About 1.5 inches wide.
Here we go. Okay. So today's game show is called Flight of the Concord Quiz.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So you two are lovers of Flight of the Concords. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
I do like Flight of the Concords.
Okay, cool. So
Heck
we're going to
yeah.
play a game, and I'm just going to ask a question, and then Jeff Jones, can you keep score?
Yep, I'll get it.
Okay. So it looks like we'll probably do about 10 questions, or depending on the time, we'll keep going until we can. Okay. Well, let's go with Brian since you're our guest, okay? Here is question number 1 for Brian. And then the way the game works is Jeff Jones can steal if you get it wrong, okay?
Sounds
Okay.
good.
All right.
Okay. So, Brian, what is Brett's surname?
Brett McKenzie.
Yes!
Nice. Nice.
Yes! Good job. Okay, that's 1 for Brian, buddy.
Nice.
Winning.
Oh, and super side note to Brian, Jeff Jones, and everyone that is listening, you don't need a contest to tell, or a game show to know that you're a winner. Okay, we're all winners.
That's good to know, Jen. Good to know. Glad to be participating.
Yes. Okay, Jeff Jones. What product will the street vendor not sell to Brett and Jermaine? Oh, Jermaine.
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 I know. He keeps calling them kiwis, but he won't sell them an apple. I'm going to say apple.
Yes, correct. The answer is fruit. Yes, because Brett wants an apple and Jermaine really wants a banana.
Yep. Aziz Ansari is the vendor.
And what's the song that accompanies that scene? Is that Mother Uckas?
I think, yep, it is. I think it's Mother Uckas. I was gonna say Inner City Pressure, but I think it's Mother Uckas. Mother Ucka.
Brian, your chuckle is amazing. I love it. Okay. Okay, Brian. Brian, this is your question. Are you ready? Okay, at the beginning of the episode, Jermaine and Brett are looking for a party. Whose house is the party at?
Dave's.
Dave's! Yes, correct!
Yeah.
Yes, it says,
Dave.
after musing about how Jermaine has
Dave.
been unsuccessful at meeting women in New York, Brett realizes that the party they're looking for is at their friend Dave's house. Yes. Okay.
I would have. I didn't remember that specifically, but "Most Beautiful Girl in the Room" is my all-time favorite Flight of the Conchord song, and they
Nice.
mentioned Dave in the song.
Gotcha.
Come
Perfect.
on, Dave.
I feel like Jeff Jones and Brian are soulmates over here. They found each other. Welcome back.
2-1.
Okay, 2-1. Jeff Jones. Who is Brett talking to at the beginning of the episode on the phone? Ooh.
Do you have what episode at the beginning of what episode?
Oh, it just says beginning of the episode.
Episode on the phone. Who is Brett talking to?
Yeah. Do you need a hint? I think that, so this says Jermaine keeps giving Brett questions to ask, and after the conversation, asked Brett who he was talking to. And he says,
I don't know.
okay,
I don't know.
Brian, for the steal, do you know?
I also don't know.
No, his
If
mother.
I would have to guess, his
mother. Sorry, I violated
don't remember that one.
that space, and I took that answer right from you. I'm so sorry about that. Okay, I took your guess right away. Okay, so
No, that was not who I was going to guess.
Okay. No, that one seems too easy. Okay. So, okay, are we back on Brian? Because that was your question, Jeff Jones? Okay. So, Brian, your question is, what present does Brett give Sally for her birthday?
Oh, man. First episode. Is it? Or is it when she's got that boyfriend there? I'm going to say Chinese food.
Ooh, I'm sorry, Brian. No, that's okay. It was a good guess. And I said guest with a T. It's not. It's a guess.
I hope I'm a good guest.
You're good guesting for sure. Okay, Jeff Jones, question to you. What present does Brett give Sally for her birthday?
I want to. Is it a sweater?
I'm so sorry. It's a painting. The wolf in the painting has Brett's face.
I can see it now. I can see it now.
Yeah. Dang
You're
it.
the answer. Oh my
Nice.
gosh. Okay. All right. So Jeff Jones, back to you. What's the score?
2-1 still.
2-1. Okay. So Jeff Jones, who does Murray accuse of making fun of New Zealand?
Oh my God. Is it his office mate? Oh man, I can't think of the gentleman's name. I'm gonna say Craig.
I'm sorry, no. Brian, to you. Who does Murray accuse of making fun of New Zealand?
I'm going to have to guess Gary.
I'm sorry, it's Jermaine. It says
really?
says Murray tells Jermaine that he is from New Zealand and he should not make fun of the country.
Man.
Okay, a few more questions here. Okay,
right.
Brian, right? I'm on Brian? I think I'm on you. Yes. I just yelled I'm on you.
Yep.
Not appropriate.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. Brian, what is the name of the woman Brett and Jermaine fall in love with?
Wait. Is it Sally?
Okay, Jeff Jones. What is the name of the woman Brett and Jermaine fall in love with?
Bra.
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 Oh man.
Why would her name be Bra? It's Barbara. Why would her name be Bra? She said Bra.
Forgot about that song. We're both in love with the sexy lady.
Okay, what's the score? Is it 2-2? Okay, all right. Here is here is the tiebreaker. So this one for Jeff Jones. Okay?
All right.
Jeff Jones, what is in the box that Brett's mom sends him?
Wool?
I'm sorry, incorrect. Oh, okay, Brian, for the steal.
Man, I don't know. Man. What did Brett's mom send him?
Yeah, what's in the box?
What's in the box? I'm going to say sandwiches, cookies.
I'm sorry, nothing. He receives it and says, "Oh, it's my favorite box."
He does. It's his favorite box.
Okay. All right.
Much.
Okay, Brian, for the steal, here we go. Last one. This one has an answer. What does Murray say DVD stands for?
Oh, man. I know everything about Most Beautiful Girl in the Room. I don't know about these other ones here. What does DVD stand for? Digital video disc?
Okay, Jeff Jones, over to you.
Man, is it direct to video disc?
Dubbed video dub. Dumb.
It has been a while since I've seen the TV show.
But that's okay. Okay, so Jeff Jones, since this isn't for you, because I feel like Brian's going to know this, so you better know this, because Brian's going to get it, okay?
Oh,
All right.
Okay, so finish the line from The Most Beautiful Girl in the Room. Let's get in a cab. I'll buy you a blank.
A kebab.
Yes!
I'll buy you a kebab.
Okay, and what this is a show?
This is a TV show that was on HBO a couple years ago, and they have 2 CDs as well. And I guess a third one, they released a live in London one where they have a couple new original songs that are just excellent.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, and this is why like we love when new people come on and like share these experiences, because I never would have even. I didn't know of that show.
There's only 2 seasons.
Yeah.
I don't know why it didn't get picked. I don't know why it's not on still.
Dang. Well, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it just because those questions were super funny and both of you were real funny answering those. And it seemed you're very passionate about Flight of the Concord.
They're hilarious.
I love them. I saw them, I think 2 or 3 times live, and it was just so great every single time. Like my favorite concert by far.
Yeah, that is amazing.
Nice.
I love it. Okay, Jeff Jones, do you have some pep in your step this week? So, Brian, we just talked about like fun things that are happening in our life that we want to share a little pep in our step.
Pep in the step, Jen, this week is my oldest guy. He just turned 16.
Yeah.
So but he just got his permit. So he's been driving us everywhere. And it is intense. It's intense.
Yes.
Riding with him. I mean, I'm the kind of person I get from A to B fast.
Right.
Now, less resistance possible. To be in the car with him, he does about 10 under. It freaks me out. I know he's on edge at the same time, so I kind of I don't let it show.
Out. Yeah.
I just kind of look out the window and just look at the cars on our ass. God, these people are pissed.
Yeah.
Like a lot of that, you know what I mean? A lot of like, hey, you want to go a little faster? You're like, okay.
Yeah.
It's a good time though.
Yeah.
He's
Man,
been driving
whenever
us everywhere.
when I was learning, it was definitely a conscious effort to go the speed limit, or else my mom would get upset.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
why are you speeding right now? So get there faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing about
Yeah.
10 under.
Whoa. That's like driving in
Freaky.
Tennessee. That's how they
Yeah.
all drive here.
There was a time where a cousin of mine and myself were in a car and dad was following us and we just got on the expressway and we were going and probably doing 70 and I looked back and dad was way back there and I
Yeah.
had to slow down because the exit was coming up and I was so far ahead that if I would have exited, he wouldn't have seen us.
Yeah.
So I had to slow down and we slowed down to about 45 on I-75 and that was living. You want to talk about living? That was intense. That'll get the adrenaline going. Cars flying by you doing minimally 75 to 90. You're doing
Right.
45.
Your
Woo!
life can end at
It
any
was intense.
moment.
That's kind of how this week has been.
Yes. Yeah. Wow.
It's a good time.
You know, in our driver's training, so our gym teacher thought he'd be real sassy. He had like a Corvette and he was always hitting on the younger girls, which is super creepy. But he would let some of the driver's training girls drive his Corvette, and they were coming around the bend one time. Like there's a turnaround left turn. So in Michigan, you can't just make a left turn. You have to do a Michigan left, which is you have to turn right and then come around and turn left. I don't know. It's so weird.
You have to go up and turn around and come back.
Yeah, you can't
to
just
go
turn
left.
left. Apparently, I don't know. And so she was turning left and didn't hit the brake and just shot across right into the lake. Put his Corvette right in the lake. That'll get you found out real quick by your wife that you're letting girls drive your car.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yeah. So he was dismissed from driver's training after that. So yeah, you can't park there. You shouldn't be parking your Corvette in the lake. I'll tell you that much. So
He stayed a teacher there though. I know that.
he did. And yeah, yep, the ladies liked him. So yes, Brian, speaking of being a teacher there, don't let people drive your car into the lake. So what's got pep in your step this week?
I just finished 2 excellent TV shows that I feel like I don't usually find a show that I like love that much and get hooked to, but I just finished Hannibal and Chernobyl, and both were absolutely excellent.
Okay.
Nice. Was the
They
Chernobyl
don't
a
sound
TV
like
show?
pick-me-ups.
Or was it like a 6-part series?
Neither of them are pick-me-ups. Chernobyl was a 5-episode miniseries.
Yep, I watched
Okay.
that one.
Oh yeah, that was horrifying.
Yeah.
Right.
The whole time what's gonna happen. You see the radiation, and you're
Just how oblivious they were.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Crazy.
maybe not the most exciting pep in your step, but I appreciated it a lot. It was very very cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Who puts on Hannibal? Is that like a Netflix original or is that on TV?
That was on CBS. It's over now, and it's on Netflix.
Okay.
I think it
Okay.
was CBS, some network TV show, but
Nice.
channel network. But yeah, that was Hannibal, played by Mads Mikkelsen. I think you might recognize him from, he was the bad guy in Doctor Strange and Casino Royale.
Okay.
And he was like the dad in Rogue One that helped have the plans to build the original Death Star. He's great. I like him a lot.
Nice. I'm gonna check that out.
Gotcha. That's cool. That's real cool. I appreciate you sharing that. Even though, like you said, but it's good perspective on like when it's good, like a good show keeps you involved, like gives you a different perspective and that awareness around just seeing something different, you know.
Right.
Pep in your step doesn't have to be like skippity doo dah, you know what I mean? Like
It was just I do watch my fair share of comedies as well. It's just that this was the exciting thing for me. I watched
Right.
2 good shows, and
yeah,
Nice. Nice.
yeah. My pep in the step this week is just having like a good busy week, learning new things, and yeah, just good times this week. And same thing, I found a new show on Netflix called Surviving Death, which sounds terrible, but it's actually where people have near-death experiences, and it's talking about their life and how different things that are affecting them now. which you wouldn't really think about. So in this perspective of like, after they have this near-death experience and they come back, everything is different because they've seen this, like literally seen it. And then when they come back, like say they have a different religious belief, how it just explodes their world because now it's a totally different perspective when they have seen it. You know, so when it's
Right.
like, oh, I'll see it if I believe it. Well, now they have to believe it because they have seen it. And then when they come back, and then their other beliefs that their family might have, or, you know, how it just affects their life. So it's
Is
pretty
this
interesting.
like a documentary type thing? Like
Yeah.
real people or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And it's five episodes, and each episode is totally different. So they're sort of all linked, but they're totally different. So one lady shares her story, and then they almost go into like mediumship, like how people have intuition and why did they get it, how did they get it, and then a little more expansive on that, and then the near death stuff. So like seeing
Great.
visions and things like that. So yeah, just
No
you
doubt.
know, new ways of seeing things and being open and realizing people have, you know, all different experiences in life, and you just never know.
Interpret things
Gosh.
differently.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah,
Cool.
just learning and then experiencing that, you know, sharing in their experience, and then thinking like, oh my gosh, like you would never know that, you know, that happened to so and so at the grocery store. You know what I mean? And like their whole world was exploded all at once. So yeah, crazy. Good times.
Good
times.
deal.
So yeah,
Good.
Brian, do you have anything coming up on your podcast, or when is your podcast out, or anything else about your podcast there?
Sure. So, yeah, I host the podcast TV Trivia Pod. You can find it on all the platforms. Follow on the socials, all at TV Trivia Pod. But it's pretty similar to what we did earlier with Flight of the Conchords, where you were asking us questions from Flight of the Conchords. That's what I do. So right now I've
cool.
covered The Office, Rick and Morty, and I'm halfway through The Boys right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool,
So
cool.
yeah, it's a lot of fun. You know, I just have guests come on. I give them their episodes ahead of time, and then, you know, it's like, what is the name of Michael Scott's screenplay? You know, and things like that. And
Right.
yeah, it's a lot of fun. I like doing it a lot, and I hope
That's
it's fun to
super
listen
fun.
to.
Yeah.
TV Trivia Pod.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll definitely put a link in the attachment to the episode, and then it'll be on the screen for the people that can see it, because Jeff Jones is cool like that. He puts stuff up on the video.
Very cool.
Oh, there it is.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Brian. It was super fun to meet you. You're a cool nugget. You can take that word and run with it since you're a teacher.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was a blast.
Put that on your resume.
Right. Okay,
Nice.
Speaking of nuggets, we'll see you again next time. And don't forget to fill up on your JENergy.
Burp, burp, burp.